For the cheapest coins with fast delivery and quick customer support, check out my sponsor, Red Zone Coins, and use code SWIFT at checkout for 20% off. So Swift family, and today I'm coming back at you guys with another Madden 20 video on the channel, and in today's video we are going to be ranking all 17 of the confirmed golden tickets, and I'm going to be predicting some of their prices. I've gotten a lot of questions about this, so I'm excited to make this video for you guys. Basically what I'm going to do is I'm going to rank all of the players that aren't quarterbacks in one list, and then I will rank all of the quarterbacks at the end on another list, because it's kind of hard to compare quarterbacks and other players, because quarterbacks are usually much more overpowered than the other cards. So the quarterback rankings will be at the end. I'm also going to give you guys a prediction for how much each card I go through in this video is probably going to cost when it gets released. So if you're interested in that and interested in seeing the rankings, be sure to stick around for the entire video. Now without further ado, be sure to leave a like down below if you're new to the channel. Hit that sub button, and I will be streaming some weekend league tonight. I have 5 more games, and if we can clutch out, we'll be able to get top 100. I believe I am 16-4 right now, if I'm not mistaken. So we have 5 more games. Hopefully we can get into top 100. I'll be streaming on Twitch. I expect all your guys' support over there. The link is down below in the description, and it will be live at about 6:45 Eastern time. So I'll see you guys in there, and without further ado, let's hop into these rankings and let's get started off with the first player on this list. So the first card on this list is going to be 93 overall Brian Burns, or soon to be 99 overall golden ticket Brian Burns. And the reason why I have him rated so low is just because of how low his block shedding is. I'm assuming he'll be able to get this up to a 99, but depending on who makes this card really might not be that glitchy, so that's why I have him last on the list. Also, I feel like there's already a solid amount of outside linebackers who are good pass rushers, so that's why I've got Brian Burns lower. He could be really glitchy though with the speed and acceleration, and assuming that the person makes it, does a good job of it, he would be a good card, but we'll see how it ends up turning out with all of his abilities. I have him as the lowest rated player on this list. You guys can debate me down below in the comment section if you guys want. Now the next person that I have is going to be Cravon LeBlanc, a corner, on the Philadelphia Eagles. As you can see, he's only got a 72 overall card right now, so it is hard to see exactly what the stats are going to be like on this player, but I know the person that actually made it. He's a huge Eagles fan, so hopefully he enjoys the card, but I don't know if the stats will be that amazing. As you can see, the man and zone are really low. He does have high speed, so he will be really fast, but Cravon LeBlanc is coming on this list as my second to lowest player. Now continuing on to the next one, and actually we have to protect some prices. I actually completely forgot about that. So in terms of prices, what I'm thinking for these golden tickets is I think they'll end up being between 2.5 million to 800,000 coins for the low end ones. So I'm basically going to project cards within that range. How I figured out that range was basically the most expensive card in the game when it dropped was Lamar Jackson at 3 million coins. I don't know if these golden tickets will be as expensive as that. The reason for that is there are a bunch of quarterbacks and there's a bunch of people at the same position, so I'm expecting cards to be about 2.5 mil on the high end and 800k on the low end. So that Brian Burns I could see sitting at around like 800 or a million coins, and same thing with this Cravon LeBlanc. These cards are going to be really expensive, but a lot of it honestly does depend on the pull rate, because it depends how many people are able to pull. If people are able to pull a lot of them, then of course the prices are going to be dropped. But the next player that I have on this list is going to be Ezekiel Elliott, and actually one thing I want to note about this card is he could be a top 3 player if he gets up to 99 agility and is able to get human joystick. I'm assuming that he's not going to be able to do that. I feel like it'll be unlikely that EA does that. If EA does, he will be a top 3 player on the skill position list, or on just the other position list other than quarterbacks. So Ezekiel Elliott is coming in at 3rd worst. The reason for that is his stats really aren't that amazing. He's not really that fast. He doesn't have crazy like break tackle or anything like that. It's only a 90 on this card. The trucking isn't amazing. I believe he's got maybe a solid juke or spin, but Ezekiel Elliott is coming in at 3rd last on this list. Not a huge fan of the card. I'm assuming it was a Cowboys fan that made it, but if he does get up to 99 agility, it will be really glitchy. I could see this card going for around 1.5 million just because of how many Cowboys fans there are out there. So yeah, next one is going to be Mike Evans, you guys, on this list. And of course, if you guys couldn't tell, I'm going from worst to best, so you guys will see the best players at the end. But Mike Evans right here is going to be a cornerback. If you guys didn't know, he's actually coming in at a cornerback. He's got a 93 overall corner card right now, and looking at the stats on this, they're actually pretty solid. The speed isn't amazing, the zone isn't amazing, and the play rec isn't really that amazing either. That's kind of some of the reasons why I didn't have him ranked higher. Honestly, all the players that are coming on this list are going to be really glitchy, so it's really hard to determine these rankings. But Mike Evans I have here as like a mid-tier type of player. I could see him going for around $1 million million coins at the cornerback position. And again, he should have some pretty glitchy stats. It's just I don't know if the play rec is high enough. Now people are going to be able to boost up some stats to a 99, so we'll see what people end up deciding to do there. But Mike Evans is going to be coming in at around like a middle of the pack type of player. Now the next person we have is going to be Kelvin Benjamin, and Kelvin Benjamin is kind of a wild card. I'm not really exactly sure how EA is going to make this card, and how they make it is going to depend on whether he's really good or really bad, because as you can see, they've got a lot to work off of. He's only a 74, so there's a bunch of changes they can make to him. He is really big. He actually has like decent speed for a 74 overall player. The catch and traffic, the spec catch and stuff like that are going to be good, and he should be able to get some really glitchy animations, I'm assuming, on like corner routes and stuff like that, because he's such a big body. He's going to be able to catch balls in front of defenders. He's going to be able to catch passes in front of defenders. So yeah, we've got 74 overall Kelvin Benjamin, who will soon to be a 99, coming in at like a middle of the pack type of player. I think depending on how good his stats are, he could go from anywhere to 1 million to 1.5 million coins for this Kelvin Benjamin golden ticket card. Now continuing to the next one, we have Adrian Peterson, you guys. Adrian Peterson, I'm probably a little bit biased. I don't know if he's as good as this. He could be a little bit worse, but Adrian Peterson I have ranked as like a high mid type of player. He probably might end up being a little bit worse. I've got a little bit of a bias towards AP because I used to play with him all the time in Madden. He was my favorite running back to use, so I'm really excited to play with him. But as you can see, the stats are pretty solid. 85 speed, 85 excel, could boost up to like 98, 99. And then same type of thing with the trucking and break tackle. They're also pretty good. He's very similar to Ezekiel Elliott. I would say that they're basically the same type of card. Ezekiel does have better potential, of course, if he gets a human joystick card, but I'm assuming that he's not going to do that. So AP and Zeke are probably very similar running backs, and I could see AP again going for probably a little bit less than Zeke because of course a lot of Cowboys fans play the game and they're going to want Zeke, so I could see AP going for like 1 mil around that area, so I would be excited to pick him up at that price. But AP should have pretty solid stats. When we look at the card right here, it should be good. I would say it'll be pretty similar to Zeke's card in terms of the stats. It just depends whether Zeke gets human joystick or not. Now the next one we have is going to be Julio Jones, as we start to get into some of the better non-quarterback positions right here. So Julio Jones, as you guys will see, he already does have a pretty high overall card, so we're not going to see a ton of changes on this golden ticket from this one. The one issue I have with Julio is the speed really isn't there. That's why we have other players ranked ahead of him. If the speed was up there, he would probably be the best receiver in the game by far, because when you look at all the short route running, medium route running, spec catch, and all that stuff, it's all super high, so you can expect that card to have some really glitchy stats. I can see him being one of the most expensive golden tickets just because people love to play with Julio in Madden. I'd project him at around 1.75 million to around 2 million for this card. I think he's going to be one of the most expensive ones because people always like to play with receivers, and Julio is more of a big name than Kelvin Benjamin, which makes Julio really the only receiver on this list that people are going to really want, so that's why I'm expecting him to be at such a high price. But again, looking at the stats, they are pretty solid. I just wish the speed was a little bit higher. If the speed was a little higher, we could rank him better on this list, but Julio Jones is going to be coming in at around the 5th player. Now the next player that we have is going to be Zach Gentry, you guys. Zach Gentry, or honestly just tight ends in general, seem to make crazy catches for me, and now that we're getting tight ends, I spelled his name wrong, and now that we're getting tight ends that have the ability to be as fast as wide receivers and still get those glitchy animations that tight ends get, I'm expecting these cards to be absolutely dominant, as we have one up for 1.8 million right here. Looking at his stats, he's got 71 speed, so you can expect him to be crazy fast, and then we'll see what EA does with the rest of it. They basically have like a blank canvas to make a card from. He's only a 63 overall, so we'll see how that ends up turning out. I could expect this card to go for basically what this one's saying right here. I could say between 1.75 mil and around 2 million for this Zach Gentry, so we'll see how it ends up turning out, but that's what I'm expecting from the Zach Gentry. We have him ranked 4th on this list. Now the next player is actually going to be someone who you guys probably haven't heard of too much yet. I haven't talked about him in a video. I know Xerxes did talk about him, I think a couple days ago, but Taylor Mays is getting a golden ticket card in the game. We will scroll down and see his 95 overall, because looking at the stats on this one, they are pretty dominant right now. You can expect him to get up to 99 speed, 99 hit power, and like 96 zone, and then they could also boost up that play rec if they wanted to. Excel could be at a 99, so this player is going to be really glitchy, and I just feel like strong safeties and free safeties have a really big impact on the game with forcing fumbles and stuff like that. I feel like they're one of the most impact positions on the field, so having a really good strong safety is important, and I think that Taylor Mays is going to be one of the glitchiest ones out there, so I'm really excited to see his card. We have him ranked 3rd on the list. I could see him going for around 2 million coins, so these again are going to be some pretty expensive cards that we've got coming out in the game, but we've got Taylor May is coming here. I believe he's the only strong safety coming out, so that is good. We'll have a good strong safety and a good free safety coming into the game. Now, the last two are both Calvin Johnson's card, you guys. Calvin Johnson free safety and Calvin Johnson tight end. I have Calvin Johnson free safety as the second best, and I have Calvin Johnson tight end as the best card in the game. So we will take a look at both of their stats right here. We're going to quickly filter it over to the tight end position, so we can look at this one first. This is who I have ranked number 1. As you can see, he's got 87 speed already. I can expect that to go up to like 96, 97. Then we can see what EA does with the rest of it. The run blocking isn't amazing, but his catching stats are going to be absolutely dominant. I could expect this Calvin card to go for around 2 million coins in my opinion. So yeah, Calvin 99, definitely going to be glitchy. Now we also have free safety Calvin, who I'm really excited to pick up because right now I'm just rocking out with Sean T at free safety. So we'll see what this card ends up looking like, but his 95 does have some pretty good stats. As you can see, the hit power isn't amazing, but you can expect his speed to be up there, and he's going to have like he's going to get crazy pick animations. You guys already know he's going to get crazy pick animations. Calvin actually plays decently well in zone, to be honest with you guys. So this Calvin 99 is definitely going to be exciting to play with and definitely going to be fun to play with. I actually like a decent amount of these players that did just come out. I feel like there's a few too many quarterbacks, but we'll get into that in just a second. But those are my rankings for all of the non-quarterback positions. Now let's hop into the QBs, as we have 6 confirmed golden ticket quarterbacks that I'm going to go over first right here. And the first one is someone who, I don't know why this player was made, but someone made a Mohamed Sanu quarterback card. He's got an 89 overall right now. Looking at the stats on this one, the throwing stats are just not good. The speed just isn't really that good either. I can't really see a reason why someone would have made this card. When we take a look at some of the other golden tickets that are fast, if you wanted to make a fast one like Vic and Lamar, you could have done that, but instead you make a Mohamed Sanu. I don't like the throwing stats on him. I don't really like the speed on him either. I'm not really so sure why this card was made, but Mohamed Sanu is coming into the game, and I have him ranked as the worst quarterback. I could see him going for around 1 million coins. I can't really see too many people wanting to pick up this Sanu card. Now, the next person we have is going to be Robert Griffin III. Now, Robert Griffin III, RG3 as he is called, is kind of an interesting one. I do like the pick, except I don't like his 90 overall card right now. When we look at the stats on it, he's only sitting at 85 speed. The throwing stats really aren't that good either, and he also doesn't even have like a crazy, or he does have a crazy throw power, but again, the throwing stats really aren't that amazing, and I thought the speed would be higher on this 90. It's really not that good, so we'll see what stats they end up giving him. But the reason why I don't have him rated higher, and I have him rated higher as like one of the really glitchy quarterbacks, is because of the because of the speed that they gave this card. The speed isn't that good on the 90, and unfortunately you can't just boost up the speed to a 99 when you are making your decisions like that as the person that picks the golden ticket. It's EA that picks the speed, and because they only gave him an 85 here, I can expect him to get maybe 95 if EA is really generous, but realistically he's probably only going to be like a 92 speed quarterback, which is a little bit unfortunate, and that's why I have him ranked as the second worst quarterback. I could see him going for around 1.5 million again, because the reason why, actually I just want to explain the reason why I'm pricing these quarterbacks at a little lower is because there's more wanted quarterbacks. Mahomes is going to be better, Lamar Jackson's 98 is even going to be better, so there's just going to be not as much of a reason for people to pick up the golden ticket, which is going to drop down its price a little bit. Now the next one is going to be Cameron Newton. Cam Newton right here, as we take a look at the stats on his card that just is in the game right now. I believe he only has like a scary, a most feared card, and it's a 92 overall, so he only has 82 speed, but looking at some of the other stats, the throw power is nice, the throw accuracy is pretty decent, and we have Cam rated as the third worst quarterback or the fourth best, whichever way you want to look at it. Only 82 speed is a little bit unfortunate, but he is going to be pretty big and beastly, and I feel like quarterbacks that break sacks in the pocket are really annoying. I can see him breaking a lot of sacks, and it's really frustrating when that happens. So for that reason, I have him over the RG3, because I don't expect either of them to have like game-breaking speed. So I have Cam Newton here ranked as the fourth quarterback. I'm pretty excited about him. Should be a pretty fun card to go against and play with, but that's what we have Cam as. I expect him to go for around 1.5 mil, maybe even a bit more, because people do generally like Cam Newton. Now the next one is going to be Josh Allen, and this is actually a pretty underrated golden ticket. I have him rated as my third best one, and the reason for that is, take a look at the stats on the card that did just get released. His NFL playoffs card is only a 93, but he's going to be sitting at 85 speed. So when we compare that to RG3, that's actually the same speed as RG3. The throwing stats are much better. The throw power is easily going to be at a 99, and I'm expecting this card to actually be pretty fun to play with. He's going to be able to escape artist. He's going to probably get some really good deep ball, he's probably going to be able to get the deep balls out there pretty well, which is nice to throw on the run and get dashing deadeye and hit a deep ball with him. So I'm expecting that Josh Allen to be pretty fun. You can just throw it around the yard with him. I think it'll actually actually be a pretty nice card to use. I expect him to go for around the same as Cam Newton, 1.5 mil, but I think he's going to be a better card than Cam. I have him rated as my third best quarterback. Now, coming into the top two, it's really a toss-up between Lamar and Vic. I personally put Vic at the second best slot and put Lamar at the best spot for quarterbacks. But looking at Vic right here, he does have a Ghost of Madden card right here, Ghost Madden Past, 96 overall. This feels like this card was released so long ago, but it's a 96 still with 93 speed, so you can expect the speed to get up to like a 98, I would say, maybe like a 90. You could probably get him up to a 99 pretty easily with like Brawl or Chem. And then looking at the other stats, throw power is nice, the throw accuracy isn't incredible. I feel like that's why I've got Lamar rated higher, and because Lamar's going to have better speed. But again, the Vic card's going to be super glitchy. Him and the Lamar are going to be annoying to play with if you're against them, and really fun to play with if they're on your team. I'm expecting both of these quarterbacks to be going for around 2.5 million. They're going to be the most expensive cards that come out with these golden tickets, hands down. And looking at the Lamar 98, we'll just take a look at him for reference. Because he's basically going to have the same stats as this, probably like +1s across the board maybe. And that's going to boost him up to 96 speed. You can get that up to 99 speed. With some chems on him. He might actually end up at like 96 or 97 speed. I hope that EA does that base so we can get up to 99. And then the throw power is good. The throw accuracy is honestly pretty solid for a Lamar. Throw in the run and throw under pressure and play action, they're all like really good. So this Lamar card is the best quarterback golden ticket. I expect him to be going for around 2 million coins again. So that's gonna do it for the video. I hope you guys have enjoyed. Be sure to let me know down below which of these cards you're gonna be picking up. You guys probably, I mean, if you can pick them up with your coin level, hopefully you guys are able to. Be sure to do those coin making methods that I post on the channel, and maybe you'll be able to grab 1 or 2 of these cards, which would be awesome. And yeah, I'm pretty excited for them to come out. The release date is scheduled for, I believe, Thursday of this week. We should start getting some golden tickets. I think they're going to release 2 or 3 every single week. So excited to see which ones they do end up releasing, and there's probably other like 2 or 3 other unconfirmed mystery golden tickets, which people haven't actually talked about. Hopefully this video was helpful in hearing what the prices are going to be of these cards, because I know a lot of you guys are interested in picking these cards up. So you guys will get a bit of a reference for what the prices are going to be like through this video. So yeah, that's going to do it. And until next time, hopefully I see you in my stream in the next couple hours. And I'm out. Have a great rest of your day. Peace. So swift out.